And this will be red if you are on defense, if you are defending Goldilocks. Or if you are yellow, you are prosecuting Goldilocks and you are trying to get her as much time as you want. I don't know if we're doing, usually for teen court, you can give her the most amount of time if you think that what she did was really, really bad, or if you think that it was just simple mistake, you can go for less. So you have a range, and you can go anywhere within that range if you're on prosecution. If you're on defense, you have to go as low as you can because you are working for Goldilocks. You are trying to help her and get her free. Just get her out of this. Let her forget this mistake. You know? But still remember it as a lesson.
That's right.
Yes. And so they're going to give you this. You're off topic for a lot. They're going to give you this. And whenever you open it up, there's not in this one, but in yours, there will be papers inside. And these papers will describe the court, and there will be blank papers, and there will be other papers about various laws, and mostly in this one, it will have her ticket. It'll have whatever the officer wrote down about her, and you can read that. And then you will know what the officer saw, and you can read that, and you can build your case from that. Whether you're on defense or prosecution. Have I lost anyone? Okay, just making sure. So then, whenever you do that, you're going to go into your separate rooms. If you're in defense, I have a red folder, so I'm just thinking defense. If you're in defense, you are going to go into a room where Mama T usually works. You're going to go in there, and you're going to be with actual teen attorneys, and they are going to talk to you about what happened, how to read the cases, how to work them, and they're going to give you some advice on how to build your case. And you're going to write down some questions, or if you're on prosecution, then you're going to go into another room. And you're going to be there with the other prosecution's attorneys, and you are going to be with a police officer. And police officers are not scary. They're actually really fun. Police officers are fun. So if you have a yellow folder, then you're going to go with the police officer, and you're going to talk to him about what happened. And I think that for this one, our police officer is going to have been on the scene.
Yes, and it will be one of the mentor attorneys.
Okay, never mind. It's not a police officer at all.
Pretending to be a police officer.
Okay, not a real police officer. So you're going to talk with the police officer.
All of our fifth graders already got arrested, like.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, like up against the bus, arrested. Whole business. So yeah, so
they're familiar with that.
That.
Well, our officer on this case is Officer McDonald. His first name is EIEIO.
Oh.
Yes. So then you're going to talk with them, and then whenever you are done talking and discussing the case, there's going to come a time where we all go into the courtroom. And if you're on defense, you're going to sit at one table, and if you're on prosecution, you're going to sit at another table, and you're going to face each other. And then the judge is going to be up there, and she's Judge Pounds, so she likes to pound her gavel really hard. She goes, pound, pound, pound. My name is Judge Pounds. That's what she does every time. She likes the fun. So she is going to call into the court. She's going to swear everybody in, whether you're a juror or attorney. And then she's going to start. She's going to call up the defense team, and she's going to read them the charges. Make sure that the defendant understands what he's done and what he's pleading. She. Yes. So she's going to make sure that the defendant understands what she's pleading. And then, after that, they're going to start. And prosecution gets first. They get opening. So they get to say, this is what has happened, this is what you will hear, and this is the conclusion that we think you will come to. And they're talking to the jury with this. Then defense goes, and they say the same thing, only they say what their side of it is. This is what we're going to tell you, this is what we think that you're going to come to, and this is the least that you can give our client. And then, state and jury, I'm going to put this down. Then state and jury will state and defense will each go up, and they will present what evidence they have. First will come state, and they will bring up the police officer or any other witnesses that they may have. Sometimes on the mock trials, we can have more witnesses. A lot of times on mock trials, we have more than one witness for the state, for both of them. But normally on our cases, we only have one witness each. We have the police officer and the defendant. But on y'all's, we'll probably have more. So state will call up any witnesses that they may have. They will question them, and then defense will go, and defense will cross-question them and go, is this true? You said this. Is that true? Pretty much, if you're cross-questioning, you want them off. Quickly as you can get them. If they're your witness, you have to introduce them. So you're going to ask them, please state your name for the court. What do you do? How long have you done this? If they're a police officer, mostly. And
the mentor attorneys will help you with all of this.
Yes. Mentor attorneys will do a lot of this. Don't worry if what I'm saying you forget.
You're going to have a lot of stuff written down.
Yeah. Yes.
Think about it just like on the playground.
You're both
Right.
sides.
You walk out there and somebody knocks you down. You are the victim, right? The person that knocked you down, that's the
Defendant.
defendant. Okay? So then,
Story. This is what you are doing. You are trying to tell your side. If you are helping the defendant, you want to tell the defendant's side. You want to tell them, oh, he is a good person. He just made, as Mama T said earlier, he just made a simple mistake. Or she. Sorry, I'm thinking court cases, not this specific one. You want to convince the jury, this person is a good person. They made a single mistake, but it was just a mistake. They didn't try to do it. They didn't mean it. It was simple. It was a mistake. And you want to tell them that they are a good person. If you're on prosecution, you want to tell the jury, this person meant to shove them. They shove someone every day. They shove small dogs. They shove little puppies and kitties, and they're evil. That's what you want to do for prosecution.
Or that they are a good person, but this is a very serious crime that they did.
That's another one. Don't lie. If they don't shove kitties, don't tell people that they shove kitties. Don't be like, he shoved my cat. And he's like, I've never even seen your cat.
So then after both sides go,
Yes. After both sides go, then we're going to go into the closing, which is the same as the opening, kind of, but it's different also. You can go into more details in the closing. And in the closing, so state's going to go and they're going to say, all right, this is what you heard. You just review the case. You say, this is what you heard. This is what happened. This is this. That's that. They should get the maximum or however you think they should land. And then defense goes up. This is this. This is that. This is what you heard. This is what happened. And they should get the minimum because they're a good person. And
who are they saying that to?
the jury.
Okay.
So most of y'all are going to be jury, okay? And don't think that because you're a jury and not an attorney, that you are not extremely important.
You have to listen to everything.
You're the one that have to convince. In other words, you can't go in just because the defendant's name. Last year, B.B. Wolf, Big Bad Wolf, he actually technically got off.
Yeah. Defense won.
Yeah, the defense won on
Prosecution overlooked several different things that would have probably caused them to have more punishment.
Let's say that 5 people are saying, we want him to have 15 community service hours. And there's one person saying, I want him to have 12. You're supposed to stay in there until y'all can come up with like a medium and everyone can agree.
Compromise.
Yes, you're supposed to compromise and work on it until everyone has reached a certain point. You have had your hand raised for a while.
Will there be any lawyers?
Yes. There will be real life lawyers.
Dang it, I was going
No, you might be a team lawyer,
Yeah.
but the real life lawyers
There
are
will-
dressed up.
There will be mentor attorneys. Mentor attorneys are real lawyers that are in our community, and they're the ones that work with us in teen court, and they're going to be the characters in this They're going to
Yes.
play like Goldilocks. They're going to play the officer. They're going to play the bears. They're going to take those roles. Then our teen attorneys that are the high schoolers, they are trained. They're going to be working with some of you who will be the student attorneys. And you will actually be trying the case.
So could there be any kids as lawyers?
Yes.
Yes.
Student attorneys.
Yes.
There will be 4 student attorneys.
4 of you will be attorneys.
How many? 4.
4.
Fifth grade, 4. Okay? And then
How many
have
teen lawyers?
4.
Teen
Teen
attorneys.
attorneys.
We
Teen
have
attorneys
12
are the
of
high
those.
school. We have 8.
Oh,
We have 8 teen attorneys, but not all will be there that night.
yes.
So, but you will have a teen attorney if you are selected as one of the 4 student.
Y'all got lost at any point. Don't worry. What I just now said, no one has to memorize.
Got it? Guys, yes?
And those of you that are selected, we are leaving some papers for you to kind of go over specifically to understand the court, what happens in the court, the case, the actual case citation, the facts of the case, and how the case will run. So you will get those if you are selected. So if you are selected, you will have plenty of information. And then if you have any questions, you can ask Mr. Loach. She can ask me. I can ask the teen attorneys or relay the questions to them.
It's not as frightening as it sounds.
No, it's not. Remember, we're the small part up there. So it's not to be too intimidating.
Any questions right now, guys? What time?
Teen attorneys student attorneys will have to be there at 5.
5, right?
Those that are on the jury, 5:45. And their parent has to be with them, at least one. They will have a media release too,
Yes, we'll take
Yes.
care of that. That's not a
and
problem.
permission slip. So.
It's on a Monday night from 6 to 8, February 1st.
But those of you that are selected as student attorneys will have to be there at 5 to prepare your case. But we will feed you.
Yes, and that was like the favorite part of the teen attorneys last year. They're like, oh my God, Mr. Loach, they got this whole big thing of food in there. It's not just like a sandwich and chips, it's like a whole tray. Yes,
Yes.
they were completely, and one of them told me, I think I ate 6 cookies. I'm like, oh God, right. But
If you're an attorney, they take good care of you. I ate better on teen court nights than I did any other night. I'd get home, my mom was like, "What?" I'd be like, "What's for dinner?" My mom's like, "Microwave pizza." I'd go to teen court. I'd be like, "What are we having?" "Well, we have nachos and this and spaghetti," and I was like, "I'm eating good."
all right, do you have any other questions?